You know what's my biggest problem with Google? That I just don't know if I can trust them with my money. Because yes, after this whole preamble of how much Stadia was going to change the gaming industry, all that really changed was its life or death status. We finally have the first look at the Galaxy S23 Ultra, even though it's hard to tell, and Amazon just made a massive launch with a lot of new products that are pretty enticing. I'm Jaime Rivera, and seriously, Google, I think I spent, what, like $150 on that, early adopter package for Stadia? I'm hoping I also get that refund. This is Pocketnow Daily. The official good news today begin with Amazon, since they just launched a large lineup of new products ranging across the Kindle, Ring, Echo, Fire TV, Halo, and more. But let's talk about the most exciting devices that we've picked, starting with the Halo Rise, which is a new smart alarm clock that offers advanced sleep tracking by analyzing your breathing patterns without contact, as well as the temperature, humidity, and ambient light. It also provides this really cool light to wake you up. It starts at $140 and will be available this year. We also got to see the new Fire TV Omni series that I recommended last year that now grows up to offer QLED displays with support for Dolby Vision IQ and HDR10 Plus adaptive. It also has some cool features like the adaptive brightness and the motion sensor that can turn off your TV when you leave the room and turn back on when you get back. It can also turn into an artist frame for artwork when you're not watching TV. The new Fire TV starts at $799 in the United States, and it's available for pre-order today. And finally, in my opinion, the most interesting product was the new Kindle Scribe, which will end up just killing remarkable. It's a new e-reader designed also for note-taking, journaling, and drawing. It features a 10.2-inch display, and it comes with a pen that has a dedicated eraser and also a shortcut button. It also allows users to handwrite sticky notes and attach them to ebooks, and there's a variety of templates and also to-do lists. Support for Microsoft Word documents is also coming soon as well, and it starts at $340, which is kind of steep, but they include the pen. It'll be available later this year. Now let's talk about Samsung, since we have the first images that give us an idea of what to expect for the Galaxy S23 Ultra. Yesterday we discussed the first renders of the base model and how they are adopting a new design pretty similar to the one we have the current Ultra. Well, now we get the S23 Ultra, and from what we can see on the images, it seems like the back design will be uniform across all models. Yes, I also don't blame you if it feels like the Ultra looks identical to last year, which is not necessarily a bad thing. Like seriously, by just looking at these renders, it's almost impossible to tell that this is not an S22 Ultra. However, there are some differences that you can notice by looking really closely. For example, the three main cameras on the upcoming model seem to be sticking out more than the ones on the S22 Ultra. The front also looks flatter this time, meaning that the curves are slowly going away, giving the phone more of a boxier design, which I know a lot of us are going to appreciate. So yeah, with the S23, S23 Plus, and also the Ultra keeping this sort of island-like design, next year's top Galaxy lineup looks to be sexier than ever, at least in my opinion. And just to wrap it up, there are some rumors that have talked about the S23 lineup being announced a few weeks earlier than the S22 models, which could mean an unveiling in January. Now let's talk about Google for the first time, since we have a new report about the pricing of the new Pixel 7 and Pixel 7 Pro. We only have, what, like a week more left to get the official information, but obviously this starts to surface. Earlier today, prices for the base model showed up on Amazon's listings from the United States and some European countries, because you know that's how that works. According to these, the base model at 128 gigs starts at $600 in the US, 650 euros in Europe. This is the second time the prices have been revealed and the information matches, so it's basically confirming that the prices will stay the same as last year's series. The Pro version didn't show up in any of these listings, but like I mentioned before, previous rumors stated that it'll start at $900, same as the Pixel 6 Pro. Let us know what you think about the Pixel 7 series so far, because leaks point to a very similar device to what we have now, though it's not like if leakers haven't historically gotten some things wrong, particularly with Google phones. And finally, for the most disappointing news today, let's stick to Google because it's now official that one of their most ambitious projects ever is over. A few years ago, the company launched Stadia, which is their cloud gaming service that allows users to game through a Chromecast Ultra, Android TV, or a computer with Google Chrome, or should I say RAN, because yeah, that same service that had a very rocky start because of the obvious internet constraints is getting canned. Now, Stadia Vice President and GM Phil Harrison confirmed in a blog post that the company is shutting the service down and that it will remain live for players until January 18, 2023. He also said that despite Stadia's approach to streaming games for consumers was built on a strong technology foundation, it hasn't gained the traction with users that they expected. Harrison also mentioned that the technology used for this project will be applied to other parts of Google, like YouTube and their AR efforts. Employees working in the Stadia team will also be relocated to other departments in the company. Now, if you bought any Stadia hardware, take note because they also announced that they will be refunding all hardware purchases through the Google Store, as well as all games and add-on content bought through the Stadia Store. Refunds will automatically be made through Google and Stadia stores, and you won't have to return any hardware, though it won't be able to work, I assume. Stadia Pro subscriptions will not be eligible for a refund, but if you're subscribed, you will not be charged for the rest of the months that lead until the end of the year and to when this ends. But anyways, in today's question, let us know, what do you think about Google shutting down services like these all the time? Because in my case, I feel it's the perfect example of a company that is not willing to play the long game, where we have seen competitors like Apple not succeed in ideas at first, but then do so later. Think about the whole case where iPads haven't necessarily been successful, but they've served for the foundation that created the M1 chips that are now making everything so much more powerful, and which has everybody following Apple. So, you know, it's just sad because I feel that Stadia is just ahead of its time, and I feel that Google should continue fighting for it, but that's just me. Leave us a comment down below. We'd love to know your opinion. Friends, again, if you want to get the news earlier, follow us on Pocketnow.com and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one. You can also follow us on social medias. Our extended coverage happens on Instagram, and follow me on my personal handles to see me worry about the obvious, because it's, come on, man. You wanted Stadia to work. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like what you saw. I'm Jaime Rivera. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.